If you think the average penis size is 6 inches, I've got news for you. It's not. In fact, 6 inches actually makes you bigger than most men. Surprised? You're not alone. This myth has been repeated so many times in movies, in locker rooms, and online that many men believe it without ever looking at the science. But today we're going to break it down once and for all. And I promise the truth is far more reassuring than you might expect. Welcome to Health Talk. I'm Dr. Carter, a urologist and sexologist. Over the course of my career, I've examined more than 30,000 men. That's right, 30,000. So when I talk about averages, I'm not just quoting internet rumors. I'm drawing on both scientific studies and my own experience in clinical practice. And the reality is, the numbers are very different from what most people assume.
So, how did we end up with this 6-inch myth in the first place? A big part of the blame goes to pornography. Adult films showcase men who are, let's just say, not representative of the average male population. When that's your only reference point, it's easy to think 6 inches is normal, when in reality it's above average. Another source of confusion is self-reporting in surveys. Think about it. If men are asked to measure themselves at home and send in the results, there's a good chance the numbers will be inflated. Sometimes it's wishful thinking, sometimes poor measuring technique, and sometimes it's just human nature to round up.
That's why real scientific studies, where trained professionals take the measurements in standardized conditions, are so important. They cut through the bias and get us closer to the truth. So, what do the best studies actually show? The average penis length when erect is between 5.1 and 5.5 inches. When flaccid, the average is about 3.6 inches. As for girth, or circumference, the average is around 4.5 inches when erect. That's the reality. And here's the kicker. If you're 6 inches when erect, you're not average. You're in the top 10% worldwide. That means 9 out of 10 men are smaller.
Now here's something even more important. Numerous studies have shown that women, by and large, are satisfied with their partner's size. They're not the ones obsessing over these numbers. Men are. The insecurity often comes from comparisons, unrealistic expectations, or myths that refuse to die. So let me put this into perspective. If you're anywhere near the average, you're absolutely fine. What really matters for sexual satisfaction is communication, confidence, and connection, not chasing a number on a ruler.
If this helped put things into perspective for you, and maybe even took away some unnecessary worry, then do me a favor. Subscribe to Uro Channel, hit that Uro-like button, and ring the bell so you never miss another science-based men's health video. We've got plenty more myth-busting and evidence-based insights coming your way. Thanks for watching, and remember, size myths are just that, myths. The truth is far more reassuring than the fiction. I'm Dr. Carter, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay confident, stay healthy.